So did you figure a pattern out? Like, was it something that you're like, all right, I feel good that this could work? Like, I mean, we just talked about false bravado. Did you have any idea that you could win the championship?
No, going into it, I had like zero expectation of that, right? Of course, you go and you want to do good, but like if you asked me before the championship, like, oh, you going in to win? It's like, no, I'm just going in to like try to place well and like get a limit and prove to myself that I can sort of hang with some of the big dogs, right? So that was sort of the goal there. Found a pattern of on those rock piles, drop shot, and then weighted dice on the rock piles and some of
Mhm.
the pylons under the bridges. So I was thinking like first thing I was gonna do that morning while the tide was slack, because like this was my first time. I don't really fish much rivers, and then like nonetheless like stuff that's semi-tidal. So like learning that whole side of it too is interesting. But I was like, okay, like, well, it's slack tide. I'm gonna go try to hit some of these bridges because the fish might be out from behind these pylons a little more active, things like that.
Which launch did you go out of for the day of the championship? Do you
It
remember?
was in Haverhill. It's next to something something yacht club.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, when
So
you
yeah, it's out of there.
launch, you kinda if you go left, it goes, like, over to a bridge.
Yep,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
And then right kinda goes up to a bunch of grass. So did you head upstream or did you go downstream?
So when I got there that morning, I
A
think there
lot of
was like
people.
yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of us at that launch. I showed up and it's like I like to think I usually get there pretty early, but like I pull up and it's like Mike Baptista, Jake Stem, Patrick, Anthony, like they're all there, all set up, and I'm like, oh shit, like these guys are already ready to go, and it's a half hour till launch. I get there, we end up launching, and then everyone runs upriver, and that wasn't my plan. So of course, like all these guys, poor hammers, go upriver, and you're just sitting there like, am I screwing up by going downriver right now? But my first spot was only like 5 minutes downriver, so I was just sort of taking my time putting around, and it was low. The tide was out, I think, so it was really shallow up in those grass flats, and I was seeing a ton of bait. Um, and I was seeing some smallies jump at these bait balls running around in the grass, and I was like, okay, like I wasn't planning on this, but why not? So like I tied on a walking bait, a SB 105. I love those. And just when it was lines in, started throwing a popper or not a popper, walking bait, and like within 10 minutes had an 18. In the first half hour had another, I think it was 15, and then another 15. So by like 7:30, I had like 3 fish.
Mm.
It's like crap. Like, I guess I found some sort of pattern. So I wore that out a little bit. I got a couple smaller ones, and once sort of started getting a little deeper, the water started moving a little bit faster. I started going down to some other spots, but yeah, it was like that wasn't the plan. But since my first spot was so close and there was no one around me, everyone else went the other way. I had this time to like sort of, as I was just sort of putting over there to look around and see what the river's telling me. So listen to that, and I'm glad I did.